On Inside Edition, we go behind the scenes to bring the facts home to you 5 days a week, following live at 5 right here on TV10. Hello, I'm Bill O'Reilly. For the action and emotions that touch you, please watch Inside Edition weekdays at 5:30 right here on TV10, Rochester's 24-hour news channel.
Keith Eichner with live Rochester Doppler radar, only on News 10.
The following is a rebroadcast of News 10 at 11.
Live from WHEC TV, your 24-hour news channel. This is News 10 at 11 with Laura Saxby, meteorologist John Kay with live Rochester Doppler radar, and Steve Hausman on sports. This is News 10.
Good evening. Our top story tonight continues to be the explosion that rocked the World Trade Center. Officials tonight all but said a bomb caused that blast that killed 5 people, but they want to get into the area affected to get more evidence and can't until it's declared safe. Charles McLean brings you the latest.
The blast created a 200 by 100-foot crater in the garage beneath the center's Vista Hotel. The hotel lobby itself has a 40-foot hole in its floor.
This crater is like looking into a volcano.
Police now say 5 people were killed, with 3 people still listed as missing. 1,042 people were injured, most victims of smoke inhalation, as they tried to escape the towers after the explosion. Some 200 kindergarten and elementary school children were stranded on the observation deck on the 107th floor. Another 17 children and their adult chaperones were trapped in an elevator for 5 hours before they were rescued. One pregnant woman was lifted from the roof of one tower by helicopter. Despite evidence of nitrate traces found at the blast site, the FBI is still refusing to say that a bomb caused the explosion.
We have not, of course, formally declared this a terrorist-related bombing or even a bombing.
Others, like New York Governor Mario Cuomo, are less circumspect.
Looks like a bomb, it smells like a bomb, it's probably a bomb.
The fact that a significant amount of heat was generated and the fact that traces of nitrate were found. I think those 3 factors strongly indicate that there was some sort of explosive device detonated.
New York Mayor David Dinkins, just back from a trip to the Far East, rushed from the airport to tour the site late this afternoon.
Even though I knew the dimensions, I've been told the dimensions, it's just pretty graphic when you're standing there looking at it.
Should it turn out to be a bomb, there won't be any shortage of suspects. So far, some 19 terrorist organizations have claimed responsibility for yesterday's blast. Charles McLean for NBC News at the World Trade Center in Lower Manhattan.
Police say a bomb threat today forced the evacuation of one terminal at Newark International Airport. The New Jersey facility is run by the same agency that operates the World Trade Center. President Clinton is set to arrive at the Newark airport Monday on the way to give a speech. The Rochester airport was the scene today of a happy homecoming and safe return for a Chi-Li man. He escaped the World Trade Center explosion yesterday. Pete Gallivan was at the airport when Henry Multala came home.
The waiting's been tough. Giovanni Multala's husband Henry has been in Manhattan for 30 days training to become a stockbroker. He was due home last night.
It was bad enough I hadn't seen him for a month, but then for this to happen the last day that he was going to be there.
And then finally at 2:01 this afternoon, her waiting was over. Henry bounded down the runway into her arms and was greeted by an army of reporters waiting to hear about his 2.5-hour trek down 107 stories in the World Trade Center yesterday.
People were very calm, which was, I was shocked at that, and everyone there was willing to help out other people. There were probably thousands of heroes during this whole thing.
At one point, he found himself in the rescuer role, helping another person who was disoriented by the smoke down the stairs.
I just grabbed a bag for her, and she put one hand on my shoulder or on my belt loop and held onto my pants while I held her hand, and every time we went down the stairs, I would physically just put her hand on the railing so she knew where the steps were. I eventually ended up having my jacket wrapped around my face and trying to breathe through that, and I came out with all the black stuff around my face, and I'm still coughing stuff up.
But right now, his physical condition is secondary to his emotional condition, which was definitely lifted by this homecoming, albeit a day late.
I bought them yesterday morning, not today.
I'm sorry I came back late.
Pete Gallivan, News 10.
Explosions rocked 2 other parts of our world this weekend. Muslim extremists claim responsibility for a bomb that tore through a Cairo restaurant last night, killing at least 4 people. Police said the device was crudely made and packed with steel nails. It went off in a major center for foreign tourists. Another explosion, this time in a busy downtown London area. The blast took a popular shopping area by surprise, left 10 people hurt. Police reportedly received telephone warnings before the explosion, but so far no claim of responsibility. The IRA recently stepped up its bombing campaign in its battle to end British rule in Northern Ireland. Closer to home, a 12-year-old Henrietta girl tonight fights for her life as state police look for the car that hit her and a friend. It happened as the two 12-year-olds walked south on Erie Station Road about 8 o'clock. State police say the girls came from a convenience store and were headed home to Riverton. State police say Jessica Zagas is the most seriously hurt in guarded condition at Strong Hospital. The other girl, Alexa Tuntarski, suffered minor injuries. Call state police if you saw anything, including a brown Lincoln-style car. Rochester police, vice officers, and the SWAT team raided what officials call a known drug house tonight on the city's north side. They executed a search warrant at 70 Avenue A just before 7 o'clock. We're told the special weapons team took part because of concern there were weapons inside. In fact, police seized a sawed-off shotgun, some cocaine, and marijuana. We're told a tear gas canister started a couch fire, but firefighters quickly put it out. Police say the house was the scene of a robbery last night, apparently drug-related. 4 people were picked up tonight, and their arrests are pending. High school students from Rochester's sister city of Novgorod tonight began a month-long visit here as part of an exchange program between the two cities. 13 students and 3 teachers arrived at the Rochester airport just before 7 o'clock, where their Rochester hosts waited to welcome them. The exchange is organized by the group Linkages. The students will live with local families and see how they live. The visitors will also take part in school activities.
I'm more excited for them than I am for myself. I think it's such an important thing for Russians to actually visit America. I mean, the opportunity was beyond a dream for most people before this time.
I'm very wondering about America because it's wonderful. It's something which I didn't expect to see. Lots of process, lots of advertisement on the streets, lots of cars, lots of people. Everybody is in a hurry. Oh, it's something not like our Russia.
The students will spend 2 weeks at Pittsford Sutherland High School and 2 weeks at the school without walls. The water level of Lake Ontario is almost 2 feet above average for the month, and the rising waters give rise to concerns among lakeshore residents. More than 300 people today filled Greece Athena High School to talk about their concerns at a meeting organized by Representative Louise Slaughter. Federal and international officials who regulate lake levels listened as speakers outlined their concerns. Emotions at times ran high, one man wondering out loud whether the problem is more man-made than nature's problem. It's now almost 8 minutes after 11, time for our first glance at what we hope will be another sunny morning, John.
It looks that way now for wake-up time tomorrow. It is going to be very cold, 11 degrees here in town, but in the single numbers in the suburbs, guaranteed of that under partly sunny skies. And I will be back in just a few minutes with the complete details on your Sunday forecast.
All right, John, thanks. When News 10 continues, we'll tell you why people protested outside the home of the so-called suicide doctor. There was a birthday celebration at the White House today. We'll tell you whose it was. And a little later, forget 99 bottles of beer on the wall. These are cans. And would you care to count them?
Beautiful people get AIDS too. Call Threshold for confidential testing and advice.
They really cared about me.
It's like doing business with your neighbor.
Unbelievable prices.
Why did I come here? Zero pressure.
Tons of trucks.
I love the dealership.
The price.
We just love the service.
Every day at Empire Ford, we offer you our best price on Ford cars and trucks. Come see why Rochester is coming to Webster and Empire Ford.
Hi, Ilda and Mike of Struggling Artists bringing you another great art sale. Hundreds of original oil paintings like these beauties for only $2, or these large sofa sizes for as little as $15, with none higher than $39. Look at these gigantic cathedral sizes for as low as $35. And get one of these sizes for half price when a larger painting is purchased. This Sunday only, Radisson Inn, Jefferson Road.
Aid the U.S. plans to airdrop into Bosnia today got the once-over by representatives of Bosnia's warring factions. They traveled to Germany to inspect the aid parcels that the U.S. plans to drop to areas cut off by the fighting. The inspections were to ease Bosnian concerns that the effort is purely humanitarian and no weapons are included. In our country, more than 200 people prayed and protested today outside the Michigan apartment of Dr. Jack Kevorkian. About half the people supported the so-called suicide doctor, waving signs that read, "I have the right to live and die as I choose," and chanting, "Dr. K is okay." The other half of the group opposes Kevorkian. Members of Operation Rescue held a prayer vigil. Police made everyone take turns demonstrating. Kevorkian has helped 15 people die since 1990. Well, 2 weeks isn't normally a birthday that gets marked, but it is when you're part of a fivesome. The Saxton quintuplets turned 2 weeks old today. The children of Scott and Sandy Saxton of Waterloo are said to be doing very well at Strong Memorial Hospital. The 3 boys and 2 girls are all at least back up to their birth weights and all off respirators. Donations keep coming in for the family. The babies should go home to join big sister Kyla by the end of April. And birthday spies spotted bright balloons and gifts being taken into the White House today as first daughter Chelsea Clinton turned 13, officially becoming a teenager. Visiting friends from Little Rock helped her celebrate. White House officials released no other details about the 8th grader's birthday. Well, can we make it 2 weekend days in a row with sunshine? The man with the answers up next on News 10. John Kay will be back with your 5-day forecast.
The weather waits for no one.
This is going to be a major winter storm.
Whenever it happens.
News 10 has been closely watching this storm throughout the day.
News 10 meteorologist Keith Eichner is there.
5 to 10 inches will be found over our region.
With live Rochester Doppler radar.
The heaviest snow is now being found just to the west of Rochester.
Around the clock.
But as we look at live Rochester Doppler radar, a lot of optimism was just indicated.
Live, local, and up to the minute. News 10 weather on Rochester's 24-hour news channel.
George Eastman built an empire on the belief that anyone with a camera could take great pictures. At TV10, we agree. That's why we're publishing a beautiful book called Rochester, the Big Picture. It will be filled with photos taken by you and your neighbors of the people and places that help make Rochester a great place to live. To submit your photos, pick up an entry form today. Rochester, the Big Picture. Give it your best shot.
Entry forms now available at all participating Key Bank locations.
Sunday at Gabriele Ford and Marina Dodge, final chance. A $6 million new and used vehicle double garage sale.
Come on, hurry!
We move new and used vehicles inside our service departments and slash prices. Every new car, truck, and van up to $6,000 off. Every used vehicle $1,000 to $5,000 off. Prices start at just $99. It's free price posted, but make us any offer. A $6 million new and used vehicle double garage sale. Final chance Sunday inside the service departments at both Gabriele Ford and Marina Dodge.
Lost in Yonkers.
Neil Simon's done it again. He's written the best play of the year, Lost in Yonkers, and America's found a winner.
I'm very proud of this. I'm very grateful.
American Express Gold Card presents Lost in Yonkers, the Tony Award-winning, Pulitzer Prize-winning best play from Broadway.
At the Auditorium Center, Friday, March 12th through Sunday, March 14th. Tickets at Ticket Express and Ticketmaster. Call 222-5000.
Well, at 6 o'clock, you promised us another day of sunshine tomorrow. We hope you're still holding to it.
We're still going with the idea that we're going to see plenty of sunshine for tomorrow, but we still have to put up with the chilly temperatures. Now, the normal daytime high should be about 36 degrees. We are going to feature tomorrow about 31 degrees, so it won't be too bad. Now, in the suburbs, 8 degrees. It's already falling into the single numbers. The humidity, 91%. Dew point number is 6 degrees. The barometric pressure is falling. The wind is from the southwest at only 3 miles per hour. Live Rochester Doppler radar not showing any precipitation. So here's what's going on across the northeast. We have basically partly cloudy skies to clear skies over the city of Rochester. And that means we are going to see some great radiational cooling for tonight. What's that? It's all the heat that we built up during the day. It will escape out into the atmosphere tonight and leave us with some very cool numbers. Now we also have a giant winter storm which is just spinning off of Cape Cod. It's still producing some snow for those people. It did pass to the south of us over the past 36 hours and dumping plenty of snow over North Carolina and also Virginia. Here are the numbers. 8 degrees now in Rochester, 14 degrees in Buffalo, 13 and 14 along the southern tier. Mild, though, for New York City, 29 degrees. Clear to partly cloudy skies for just about everybody. Up towards the north, you run into numbers below 0, -1 in Watertown and -4 in Messina. High temperature for today was 31 degrees, and the low was a new record low of -6 degrees. The old record low was -5, which was set in 1963. Now for tomorrow, under mostly sunny skies, we are going to see very pleasant temperatures as well, between 30 and 35 degrees here in town. If you head up towards the north, you will run into the 20s. Along the south, we will push all of the warmer temperatures extremely south over Miami and the southern tip of Texas with some 50s, 60s, and also some 70s. Here's your big picture for the last day of February. Giant high-pressure system will park itself just over the Ohio Valley, and that means controlling all of the Northeast with mostly sunny skies, except extreme eastern New England. They will pick up some clouds and passing snow showers from that giant winter storm, and temperatures will be in the 20s, 30s, and 40s to the south. For us, sunny and pleasant. The forecast for tonight: mostly clear skies, icy cold, around 2 in town, but below 0 in the suburbs. Now for tomorrow, last day of February, sunny and pleasant, about 31 degrees. And the 5-day plan on Monday, which is March 1st. Sunshine and clouds, 38 degrees, possibly even 40. Tuesday, 34. Wednesday, a little bit messy in the mid-30s. Same goes for Thursday.
We'll take the 30s, though, John. Steve Osmond's here. You guys have been really busy down there
We
tonight.
have gobs of high school pucks and hoops for you, Laura, and we'll head to the Carrier Dome for a Big East battle. Sports is next.
Jody Sylvester is talking it over right now with Bayheim, and he is pointing, got the area, and here comes one player.
The news waits for no one.
I'm standing by live at the airport.
When it happens.
Our top story tonight, the fate of some Henrietta families.
Wherever it happens.
It's all to try and stop any further violence.
News 10 on Rochester's 24-hour news channel is there. Anytime.
The City Police Scuba Squad decided it's just too risky.
Any place.
As we first told you,
Around the clock, bringing you the news that affects you and the world around you. Live, local, and up to the minute. News 10. We are Rochester's 24-hour news channel.
The Viper is coming. The fabulous International Auto Show returns to the Rochester Riverside Convention Center with everything that's new on wheels from the world over. Wednesday through Sunday, March 3rd through the 7th. The greatest cars in the world. Everything that's new for 93, plus sneak previews of select 94. Concepts, light trucks, vans, racers, including the one-of-a-kind Ultima, automotive accessories, the great convertibles of the past, and the Rochester premiere of the fabulous Viper. Wednesday through Sunday at the Riverside Convention Center.
The Rug Market is not your ordinary carpet store. We have the latest fashions for your floors, like this beautiful Victorian pattern carpet from Milligan. We stock over 500 area rugs, including Orientals, Oriental runners, braids, and others. At the Rug Market, take home any area rug before you buy. All merchandise is clearly marked with our very best price. Sale prices in effect now. Interested in new flooring? Try us before you buy. Friendly service free with each sale. The Rug Market, Ridge Road East near Portland.
Vince, that new dummy cam is great.
Yeah, it'll sure give people a whole new outlook on what it's like when you don't wear a safety belt.
I think they'll get the picture.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Of last year's title game, Division I, the battle between Aquinas and McQuaid, the Little Irish looking to defend their title, but they fell behind in the first period on this Sean Richland score coming up right here. The pass from Larry Pierce, 1-0 McQuaid. Yes. And Pierce would light it up himself a few minutes later to make it 3-1 McQuaid as he pushes it past Alex Vinieri on the break. But Aquinas tied it on a Jeremy Giordano score right there. What a pass from Dennis Cicino. We're heading to overtime. Well, here's the score now. This will send us now into overtime, and let's take a look at what happened as Aquinas won it. Giordano, one of our Kodak Scholastic athletes this year. Bit of a questionable goal, but nonetheless, Aquinas wins it today.
On the way up here, we were talking about it. Wouldn't it be something if we got the game-winning goal in the overtime? But I couldn't believe it happened, and our whole team played great. It was a team effort, and we all pulled together in overtime, and we played hard. So, I mean, that's not one goal for one person. It's a goal for the whole team.
And there it is. You saw that it just inched over the back line. Aquinas wins the rubber match of the year between these two, the biggest of them all for the division title. Rush Henrietta, the Division II champ, as they jumped all over Geneseo this afternoon. This goal made it 6-0 as Mark Howell and Brian Kleeman set up Jason Parker for the score. Mark Simmons, one of our previous Kodak Scholastic athletes, added a hat trick. He was the most valuable player. And a full day of sectional hoops was wrapped up tonight with games at the War Memorial, including the top-seeded Class A Fairport Red Raiders taking on Athena. Seeded 9th Athena was. Let's go to the action. Fairport's big 6'9" Greg Wakefield takes it to the hoop for the deuce. Keith Downing led the Red Raiders tonight. Watching him keep his eye on the ball. The no-look pass from T.J. McCormick proved his game-high 20 points. Athena was tough, but Fairport prevailed in the 4-point win. They will now advance to the semifinals. Another big Class A matchup tonight. Second-seeded East and number 7 Olympia. Let's go to the highlights as we'll take a look at Omar Baker coming up with a loose ball. Quincy Jones drops it through for 2 for East High School. And now Alonzo Person for the Orientals. He adds 2 more. 81-56 the final. Jones led the scoring with 19 points as East inches its way toward next week's title game, maybe, with a win over Olympia. It was Gates Achilai with a win this afternoon over Webster and McQuaid over Rush Henrietta. Elsewhere, Class B, the top seed advances Sutherland. Tom Ryder hit 18 in the Pal-Mac win. Number 2, Newark scored the win over Kearney. Honeoye Falls Lima won. In Class C, it's Camp El Savona advancing, as does number 5 Avon. Williamson was a surprise tonight, and it was Marion over East Rochester. Class D, no surprise at the top. Prattsburg over Finney. Belmont Bob Friendship. Notre Dame and Whitestone was postponed because no officials showed up. The girls are also ready to head to their semifinals as we take a peek at Edison and Spencerport from this afternoon, a quarterfinal round game. This is second half action. Watch the ladies' inventor, Zakia Van Hoos. She gets her hand in for the steal and finishes it off for 2 of her 25 points and the foul. The city champs advanced with a 12-point win. Menden had no problem with Irondequoit tonight. 13 points, 15 rebounds from Hilton's Deneen Snedden tonight. And Arcadia, a squeaker with Kearney. Down the list we go. More quarterfinal action. This is Class Double C. Minders and Midlakes were winners. Perry picked off Marcus Whitman, and Whalen was the big winner. Class Triple D, it was Red Jacket and Honeoye winning. Wheatland Chilai took down Keshequa, Dundee over Clyde. And in Double D, the top seed Elba won. Arkport and second-seeded Avoca was surprised by DeSales tonight. Scio was a winner. Tonight was a night for the super sectional wrestling finals. Winners going to the States now. It was a full house at Webster Junior High School. They saw a great match in the 98-pound class. Ed Schaefer of Wayne is in white. Looks like he is the man, but Hornell's John Gamel reverses it and gets the point as he won in that class. As we run down some of the winners tonight, they will all head to Syracuse now for the state championships next week. More winners tonight. Arkel Allen of Irondequoit, Brian Aparo of Victor. Down the list we go. Cyril Gissendoner was named most valuable wrestler for the tournament. As we run down the rest of tonight's winner at the Super Sectionals held in Webster. Section 5 swinging championships tonight. Yes, it was busy. Class A champ again, Fairport, their 13th straight title. Spencerport, Addison, and York were also winners tonight. Well, the Emericks had the night off. They host Hershey tomorrow night, but the Sabres were up in Montreal wrapping up their home-and-home series with the Canadiens. It was a high-scoring game. 6 goals in the first period alone, including 2 from Pat LaFontaine. This was his 41st of the season. The Sabres closed the gap to 3-2 here, but it was no contest as now in the third period you see that Alexander McGillney has scored his 63rd of the year, but Montreal is leading. Hartford with a win today as we run down the board. The Islanders were a winner. Goals for Chicago were enough to beat Detroit. It was Calgary and the North Stars. Well, the North Stars are in the third period. It was the Rangers winning tonight, and down the board we go. We see the winners in the rest of the NHL. Let's jump to the NBA quickly. Michael Jordan had 34 points as the Bulls won. Milwaukee snapped a 5-game slide. Kings and Jazz are going right down to the wire. Houston by 5 over Denver. Well, the Big East is moving toward tournament time, and the Orangemen, of course, cannot go to the NCAA tournament, but the team they played tonight still has its eye on March Madness. Why is Jim Boeheim bull? Well, we're going to check out the hatchet job done by Michael Smith on Conrad McRae. Watch McRae under the hoop get hammered. But the Friars led by as many as 12 in this one. Rob Phelps coming up on the fast break here in the first half as he jams it through. But the Orange managed to chip away in the second half. In fact, let's go down to the wire and watch Lawrence Moten with a 10-footer that put the Orange in the lead. You see the game clock there. The Friars did have one last gasp, but Franklin Webster's shot goes in and out. And the Orange hold on. They deal the Friars a blow to their postseason hopes with their second straight one-point thriller. 19 of Terry DeHare's points came in the second half as Seton Hall won. Boston College clobbered Miami tonight, and it was the Redmen all over the Wildcats. In the big games now in the top 10, Greg Graham came up big for the Hoosiers today. Kentucky inched past Auburn. Look for North Carolina to move into number 1 as they won today. Arizona clinches the Pac-10. They have their first NCAA title berth now. Kansas held off Colorado today. Vandy crushed Mississippi State, and Cincinnati was beaten by UAB. MCC wins the Penn York Conference Tournament on 2 last-second free throws by Warren Ross. U of R wrapped up its season tonight with a win. Hobart was beaten by Hartwick. The Bonnies were bumped off by Temple, and St. Peter's falls to Niagara. Fred Couples is one of 4 golfers in the tied for the lead at the LA Open. Jeff Sluman is 5 strokes off the pace. Any questions?
I think you covered it.
All right, that's sports.
All right, Steve, thanks. When we come back, the house that beer built or the house that's built of beer, we'll figure it out when we come back.
Sunday at Gabrielli Ford and Marina Dodge, final chance. A $6 million new and used vehicle double garage sale.
Come on, hurry.
We move new and used vehicles inside our service departments and slash prices. Every new car, truck, and van up to $6,000 off. Every used vehicle $1,000 to $5,000 off. Prices start at just $99. It's free price posted, but make us any offer. A $6 million new and used vehicle double garage sale. Final chance Sunday inside the service departments at both Gabrielli Ford and Marina Dodge.
Rochester is recognized for many accomplishments, not only for being the photographic capital, but also for our generous support of our local charities. That's why TV10 and our project partners are publishing a beautiful book called Rochester, the Big Picture. It will be available this fall, and proceeds will benefit the Al Siegel Center. And you can get involved now by submitting your photos to be used in the book. It's the kind of project that can make everyone proud. Rochester, the Big Picture. Give it your best shot.
At America's Best Contacts and Eyeglasses, price is more important than ever. Patients get 2 pair of eyeglasses or a pair of daily wear soft contacts for $39.99, and that includes the eye exam. We will beat any legitimate advertised price, period. That's 2 pair of eyeglasses complete or daily wear soft contacts, including the eye exam for $39.99 only at America's Best Contacts and Eyeglasses. Call now.
About rebuilding with beer cans. That's what 8 fraternity brothers at the University of Cincinnati essentially did. 8 guys, 8,000 Busch beer cans. That's right, 8,000 of them. The cans line almost every room, floor to ceiling. There's just one room left to go. The frat brothers figure they drink between 100 and 130 beers a week, and every can goes on the wall. By the way, their mothers know this is going on, and their refrigerator is full of food, not beer.
Good for them.
Good. Oh, I guess. I have no idea. Saves on the wall hangings, I guess. No interior decorating.
It's different from my fridge in college, that's for sure.
I'll bet it is. How about the weather planner?
Okay, for tomorrow, looks pretty nice. 8 a.m., 11 degrees. By noon, 30 degrees. And 5 p.m., 30 degrees again. But all 3 categories, mostly sunny skies.
All right, John, thanks. Thanks for joining us. Good night.
Good night.
Today, people. Look who's showing up on Today.
Where is Mrs. Cure?
You sound like you were demented.
Demented.
I'm overwhelmed.
I think I'm in love. Oh, and I see it's in color now, too.
Sunday at Gabrielli Ford and Marina Dodge, final chance. A $6 million new and used vehicle double garage sale.
Come on, hurry.
We move new and used vehicles inside our service departments and slash prices. Every new car, truck, and van up to $6,000 off. Every used vehicle $1,000 to $5,000 off. Prices start at just $99. It's free price posted, but make us any offer. A $6 million new and used vehicle double garage sale. Final chance Sunday inside the service departments at both Gabrielli Ford and Marina Dodge.
As a teacher, Ida Daniel Dark helps children develop their full potential through education and music.
My mother often said, education is the way up and out. It was for me and will be for my students.
Ida Daniel Dark. Excellence has many faces.
Hi,
Hi, Ilda and Mike of Struggling Artists, bringing you another great art sale. Hundreds of original oil paintings like these beauties for only $2, or these large sofa sizes for as little as $15, with none higher than $39. Look at these gigantic cathedral sizes for as low as $35. And get one of these sizes for half price when a larger painting is purchased. This Sunday only, Radisson Inn, Jefferson Road.
On Inside Edition, we go behind the scenes to bring the facts home to you 5 days a week, following Live at 5 right here on TV10. Hello, I'm Bill O'Reilly. For the action and emotions that touch you, please watch Inside Edition weekdays at 5:30 right here on TV10, Rochester's 24-hour news channel.
Keith Eichner with live Rochester Doppler radar, only on News 10.